What is the difference between a thought leader and a corporate leader? If you don't know the difference between both, then let me tell you the difference right now. Hello everyone, my name is Ahmed Khaled and I am the founder of Unleash, and mainly I transform corporate leaders into thought leaders on LinkedIn. And today's topic, it's very interesting topic because it's very close to my heart. A lot of people misunderstand a lot of things around thought leadership. Many people think when they just listen about thought leadership, they think that thought leadership, it's about having MBA, fancy credentials. Maybe I need to have like a PhD to inspire people. I need to have like thousands of followers just to move people. I need to have millions of engagement just to impact people's life. I need to have like great titles, great fancy positions inside big multinational companies just to be perceived as a thought leader. Maybe I could be like CEO to be a thought leader. But let me tell you something. This is not right at all. Because thought leader, it's totally different and it's far away from anything related to authority or titles or positions or just engagement. The source of authority for any thought leader is the values. It's all about the values. It's all about the values that you're driving to your target audiences. And I feel too much pain when I see a lot of leaders inside corporate when their digital identity, especially on LinkedIn, is totally different than their real identity on reality. Totally different. You see them in reality, they have great experience, they have great knowledge, they have great influence even in reality. But when it comes to the digital identity, it's being diluted at all. Because they just misleading people, because they don't share the real values. They sometimes over-promote a lot of things. They over-promote everything above their values. Maybe they over-promote the title, their title. Maybe they over-promote the position that they have. Maybe they over-promote the name of the company. Maybe they over-promote the brands of the company itself above their values. And I know that what I'm going to talk about it right now, maybe it will be very sensitive for our colleagues in PR departments or maybe in employer branding. But literally, when any corporate leader just over-promote anything about or above their values, then it will dilute the message. It will dilute even the positioning that they have it on LinkedIn. And yes, some people maybe they'll think about that. It's all about loyalty, and I do respect loyalty. And I know for a fact loyalty, it's something that it's very interesting and it's very compelling for companies. But from the stories that I have it around me, it's all about great performance. I see a lot of great executives. They were around me. I see a lot of CEOs. They have great performance. They have great career, and maybe they served the company for long years. And suddenly, what happened is that they got laid off. And it's not necessarily because of the performance, not at all. It's because of the uncertainty that we are living with. Maybe something like uncertainty, like restructure that happened suddenly. It's out of the hand, and it's not just connected to the performance. Maybe they are great achievers, even overachievers. Maybe the uncertainty because of the pressure that they have on a bottom line for the company. Maybe because of the uncertainty that it's being bombarded by AI, digitization, and restructure is happening. So suddenly, those executives that they have great experience, that they have great knowledge, they have great influence on reality, they got laid off. And this is very frustrating. I understand all of this. With this great experience, they were left alone. And for a time being, they start to suffer because they have great experience, but because of the way they position themselves, they have a very small network because they are over-promoting everything above their values. Thought leadership, I believe, will not put you in that place at all. Because thought leaders are self-reliance, and they attract everything. They attract the best opportunities by their values. They attract the best opportunities by their experience, by the ability to share their experience. They share their experience all the time, and they show their unique perspective around their niche or their industry with their target audience. They're not hiding just under the shields or just under the shadows of anything. They are not hiding under the titles of the company. They're not hiding under the shields of the brands of the company. They're not hiding under the titles or the fancy positions. Not at all. They're just getting everything with their great values, with their great experience. They just share everything with their experience, and they show their great values. And this is real. It means thought leadership. It's all about sharing. It's all about sharing your unique perspective. This is very powerful position when you just show people and your audiences your great values. And as I said, maybe our PR company or just PR department or maybe our employer branding will oppose me about what I'm saying, but I am, at the end of the day, I'm a human. I see a lot of stories around me. I see a lot of great executives. They have great experience. They have great knowledge, and suddenly they got laid off. It's very, very, very naive, guys. When you are in just summer and you think winter will not come. Winter most probably will come because of the stories that I have. But the question is right now, are we ready for the winter? It's very, very naive when we are in summer and we think that our life will be always summer. Life is all about the 4 seasons. Over promoting the values of the companies or the values of the titles or just the positions over you will harm your positioning on LinkedIn or your digital identity. What I'm just advising just executives or CEOs when it comes to positioning themselves on LinkedIn, it's okay to promote your company. It's okay to promote your titles. It's okay also to promote your brand. But you have to find the sweet spot. You have to find the right balance, because over promoting anything above your values, it will harm you. Yes, it will get some audiences as a base in your LinkedIn, but at the end of the day, you need to ask yourself, what is the interest for those audiences? Are they coming here because of your title? Are they coming here because of your position? Are they coming here because the name of the company? Are they coming here because maybe they want some jobs from you? It's all about how you position yourself in that way. And I keep saying that you can promote, but it's all about balancing. It's all about finding the right sweet spot. This is just about thought leadership. But someone will ask me, what is a thought leadership? And I like to just phrase it on that way. It's 2 words, right? It's 2 words, thought and leadership. Let me start firstly by thought. What does it mean by thought? Thought, it means uniqueness. Thought, it means being different. Thought, it means being thoughtful, right? Thought, it means that you are interesting. You have something interesting. Thought, it means that you are not typical. You are not traditional. And when you want to go into thoughtful perspective, you have to have a unique perspective, different angle, to show your audiences that you have this great experience, a practical experience, I would say in that manner. You show your practical experience. It's not just about showing some information, it's showing your practical experience. It's positioning you as a subject matter expert in your industry. And when you start share your practical experience, your audience will have this aha moment. They will say, oh my God, this is a very unique perspective. I have never thought about this perspective before. And this is called real thoughtful thought leadership. And when it comes to the second word, which is leadership, leadership here means that leading, moving, inspiring, impacting, influencing. Leadership, it's not just about the title. Leadership is about the way you position yourself. It's not just inspiring people at all. It's about moving people. And to move people, not just to inspire them, is by sharing your unique experience. is by sharing your unique perspective. It's all about your thought leadership. And to get into that thought leadership, it's all about 2 V's to get into that thought leadership. One is values. So you should share like your values in terms of content, maybe some content, piece of content of sharing newsletter, articles, posts, videos with a unique perspective. So you should show your values with this unique perspective. Number 2 is visibility. How much you are creating content and sharing with people. By this way, when you just create visibility and values for your audiences, by default on LinkedIn, people will perceive you as a thought leader in your industry. And remember that you don't need to have thousands of followers to be perceived as a thought leader. It's just about having the right following, right community, and sharing your values and being visible to them. This is about the meaning of thought leadership. Now let's ask that question. Why do you need to be a thought leader? And there are 3 reasons just you want to be a thought leader or just to be perceived as a thought leader. Number 1, you will start to play the pull game instead of playing the push game. And there is a big difference between playing the push game and pull game. Most people in life and most leaders in life, what they're doing, they play the push game. And push game, it means that you're pushing yourself. You're pushing yourself to people. You're pushing yourself to the opportunities. You're just pushing to get what you want. And this game doesn't work all the time. 99% you're relying on the luck to get you whatever you want. However, when we speak about the pull game here that you are pulling everything towards you. You're acting like a magnet. You're attracting people. You're attracting opportunities from your current place. And the difference between push and pull game, when you just think, they are the same people. They have great values. They have great experience. They have greatness inside them. But the only thing that just differentiate people who play the push game and people who play the pull game is just the ability to share their unique experience and show it to the whole world. This is number 1 reason, which is, as I said, playing the pull game and not just the push game. The second reason here is being fearless. And as I stated before, don't be naive. When you're in summer, don't expect summer will be always here all the time. Don't expect like that. Winter will come. And being ready and anticipating that winter will come will let you build your thought leadership. Because when you rely on your values, nobody can threaten you at any time, because everyone knows about your values. Everyone knows about the experience that you have, unique perspective. Everyone knows, every company, each people or each person that you are having on LinkedIn, they understand the values proposition that you have it. They know your experience. So nobody will be able to threat you about anything in this life. So you should understand that in summer, winter will come. So don't be naive. And I do remember one of the podcasts that I listened it from Patrick David. Someone asked him about, what if I lost my job? What shall I do? And I remember his answer. It was an amazing answer. He answered him, if you lost your job and if you cannot replace it within 1 week, then you have a poor network. Can you imagine this? And it's all about thought leadership. It's all about building value proposition. It's all about just sharing experience. And once people see this experience, your network will start to expand day by day, and the opportunities will start be attracted to you, and you will not chase them. So work harder on your thought leadership, share your experience, and you start seeing everything start to change around you. This is the second. The third reason for just building your thought leadership, the reason for that is authority and positioning. I see a lot of executives on LinkedIn. I see a lot of CEOs on LinkedIn. They have great presence. And something has intrigued me just to think about the engagement paradigm. And they just most probably, when they post about the authority that they have, which is more into the branding of the company, more into the branding of the corporate itself, more into the title. They just connect with people at that level. And when you just look at their engagement, and just I'll be frank with you, you will see most people that they just engage, they have the same interest inside the company. So you will see if they work in X company, most of people that they engage with, they are from the same company, because the same network that they have, it's within the company itself. And when I thought about that perspective, most people, when they just engage with that executive or the CEO, because there is some interest in their mind. Maybe they need just something from them. They are interested in something that they can take from them, not just because of their values. And again, it's okay to promote something like that, but it's all about balancing between this. It's all about balancing your values and the values of the company or the brands or whatever you share. You have to find this sweet spot, not just to over promote. Think about that. When when you create content, people will have interest. And your question to yourself is that, are they interested because the name of the company? Are they interested to engage with me because my title? Are they interested to engage with me because of my position? Or are they interested because the power that I have or the values that I carry on LinkedIn, or just showing it to everyone? So think about that from that perspective. Thought leadership is totally different than being in a corporate leadership. Thought leadership is being unique. Thought leadership is being different. Thought leadership is being thoughtful. It's not just being typical. This is just the difference between thought leadership and corporate leadership. My question to you right now is, what do you want? Do you want to be like a thought leader, or do you want to be a corporate leader? But let me tell you something about that. Most of corporate leaders are leaders. Let me admit that. But rare of them are a thought leader. And the choice, and only the choice that you have, it's about you. Do you want to be a corporate leader, or do you want to be a thought leader? I hope that you understand what is the difference between thought leadership and corporate leadership. And if you want to be a thought leader and received like a thought leader on LinkedIn, don't be hesitated just to contact me on LinkedIn, and definitely I will help you to the maximum. With all of my years of experience on LinkedIn, I'll position you as a thought leader where you can attract, inspire, impact, and influence people by your experience. What you can do, just search about me, Ahmed Khaled on LinkedIn, and you'll find me, and I'm here to help you. I hope that you understand now the difference between thought leadership and corporate leadership, and I'll see you the next episode.